Berachos Daf Memhei, brand new perek. Shloisha shachlu ka'achas, discussing when three people get together to eat bread, one of them leads the other in zimun. How do we know this? From the pasuk, person says, Gadlu Hashem iti. You two, my friends, should bless Hashem iti together with me. That's a total of three. Or Kishem Hashem Ekra, I will call out Hashem's name. You guys, Havu Gadlu Lekenu. So together we have three. The Mishnah says that there are some people that cannot be part of the zimun. These are people that are eating food that Trumas and Meisers weren't taken from them, or you weren't paid the Meiser Sheni, or the waiter, he ate less than a kazayas, or a guy, but a kusi is mitzdarf. Women, halachically, can make their own zimun. Ktanim, avadim can make their own zimun, but they're not mitzdarf together with men. How much does a person have to eat in order to have a chiyuv to do zimun, and have enough of a chiyuv to lead the three with zimun? The Tanakama says a kazayas, and Rabbi Yehuda says he must eat a kabetza. We learn from the same pasuk, Gadol Hashem iti, that the person that answers Amen shouldn't answer it louder than the Chazan himself. The pasuk says, Moshe yidaber v'halikim yanenu b'kol, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said over the Aser Sadibis to Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe Rabbeinu repeated it over to Klal Yisrael. From here we learn, in the time of the Gemara, there's a Bal Kairei and a Metargamon, a person who repeated the words and translated them to the local language. The two, the Bal Kairei and the Metargamon, have to be on the same noise level. One should not be louder than the other. And there's a fundamental machlokes in the Gemara. The Mishnah says that zimun is with three people. How about two people? Can they elect to do zimun? Rabbi Yochanan says no, and Rav says yes, they could do zimun. Abaye says the minhag though today is when people know how to read, and you have two people, each one benches individually to themselves. If there's a bur, somebody that doesn't know how to read, then one could bench for the other. He could be mighty the second one because of the halacha of Shaimeya Kaina. When you hear a bracha, it's as if you said that bracha. And the Gemara goes through a series of questions, asking questions on Rabbi Yochanan and Rav. In our mission, it says that three people get together to do zimun, and not two. That would be a question on Rav who says that two could do zimun, and he'll answer. Our mission is talking about a chiyuv, and I was talking about a reshus. If you elect to do so, you can. In the Raisa it says that if three people get together to eat, one of them cannot run away and leave his two friends behind. It seems like if two people are eating, one could run away, and the answer is yes. When you have three people eating, then one can't run away because he was koivei a chiyuv. He created a chiyuv by him running away. He's destroying that chiyuv. Very interesting halacha. You have two people. Imagine two people eating together, having conversation, and there's a waiter, and the waiter plops down next to them and he sits down and eats, and it's not considered gaiva, and it's okay because we assume that those two people want him to sit there so that they have a chiyuv for zimun. And the question is, according to Rav, two is enough. You don't need a third one. And the answer is, three is better than two, because three creates a real chiyuv, whereas two is just elective. And when you have a real chiyuv, gadol ha-mitzvah v'isa, v'shein mitzvah v'isa. When you're mechuyev to do the mitzvah is greater. As we said, women can do zimun by themselves, but they should not use an eved to be mitzaref eved, and ktanim could do zimun by themselves. They can't use an eved because of promiscuity. It seems like that even 100 women have the same halachic chiyuv as two men, and it says that women are mechuyev. So you see that two men are chayiv. Says the Gemara, it's not true. Women have a greater chiyuv. Three women have a greater chiyuv than two men because of the pasuk of Gadol Hashem iti. When you have three, that creates a chiyuv. They are considered deyos, the Gemara calls them. And now the Gemara says that if you have three people that were eating and one ran away, you're allowed to scream out to him so that he turns around and he answers you from a distance. However, when you have 10 people and one ran away, you cannot scream out to him so that he turns around and answers from a distance. Rather, you have to call him back because you're saying Hashem's name. Baruch Elokeinu shalchalanu mishalai, and therefore it's not proper for him to answer from a distance. Rava says that if three people are eating together, it's not polite, it's not derech eretz, for if one of them finishes eating and says, hey, I'm done, can you please answer me? Because it's 1 against 2. But if 2 finish eating, then it's okay for them to ask the third one to stop and answer them. But not only does he have to stop and answer, he has to stop and wait until they are finished with the first bracha of Berachos Hamazon, Hazanas HaKol. The Gemara tells us that there were 3 Amoraim, Yehuda bar Meremar, Mar bar Rav Ashi, and Rav Achim and they were all sitting together and eating, and they said, we're all on the same level in learning and in Galus, So who's going to lead us in Zimun? There's no one greater than the other. Therefore, they decided just to bench on their own and not to do Zimun. Merema heard about this and he wasn't happy. He said, "You weren't Yaitza the mitzvah of Zimun. You were Yaitza the mitzvah of Berachos Hamazon. And to go back and do Zimun retroactive doesn't work." Here's the halacha l'maisa. You walk into a meal on Shabbos and people are about to start benching. What do you say? You can't say Baruch Shachalim Mishlei because you didn't eat with them. So what do you say? The Gemara says you answer Baruch Hu Mevarach. And Taisus brings the Bahag, and it's brought down in Shulchan Aruch, la halacha, minus the word Hu, that you answer Baruch Hu Mevarach Shemai Tamid La'ilam Vayad. And if there's 10 people, you walk into a Shever Brachas, and there are 10 people about to start Zimun, you say Baruch Elokeinu Umevarach Shemai Tamid La'ilam Vayad. What if you walk in when they're already at the end of Zimun? So there you just say the word Amen. The Gemara says that only the bracha B'nai Yerushalayim do you say Amen on your own bracha. B'nai Beracham of Yerushalayim Amen, or according to the Gaon, you say B'nai Yerushalayim Amen. But other brachas, that's a Gnai. Rashi points out, and that's how the Sfardim do it, that when there's a series of brachas, the last bracha you can answer Amen to yourself. So the last bracha of Halal, you would say Amen, or after Yishtabach, you say Amen. Taisus argues on Rashi. Machlekes, this Amen in B'nai Yerushalayim, do you say it out loud or do you say it quietly? Abaya would be mitzi his employees with Berachos Hamazon, and when he got to B'nai Yerushalayim, he would scream out Amen to indicate to them that their time is up and they must go back to work and they shouldn't bench the fourth bracha, which is only the Rabbanan. Rav Ashi, on the other hand, held that the fourth bracha is the Rabbanan, and if you say it aloud, it'll come to a zilzul. People won't treat it respectfully, and therefore he said the Amen quietly. Have a wonderful day.